I was in this streaming website chat app recently, and I was in a room and we were talking about Black history. And for some reason, the host of that room, like you have different hosts, people host a room and you go into their room and you stream and you have a chat with them. The host was talking about mental health, and they brought up anxiety. And in the comments, where you could either talk to them by you go up on the screen or you could stay in the comments and type. I was typing in the comments. I wrote, anxiety is not the worst. It's not that bad. Now, obviously, we have to always, care and care for what we say and care about other people. We don't know there's different levels of disorders and things that happen. I think with anxiety, I had someone that was close to who had it. It was like they got panic attack, and it was like a lot of racy feeling, and I know it's very bad. And the host was saying, there was the host and there was a guest, and the guest was talking in her panel, and they were saying, "Oh, he didn't mean that it's not bad. He's saying in comparison to, say, bipolar, borderline, BPD, MPD, of course, antisocial, histrionic." And the host was just shouting at me, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, how dare you, how do you?" This woman went nuts, and she was like, narcissism isn't a mental illness, it's a trait, blah blah. But she just kept going, and I came up into the panel, I started talking, but when she said that comment, I just disconnected from the comment and left the room. At that point, you're arguing with someone that, one, they're not going to take your point, two, you're unequally yoked, three, they're not on the same level of comprehension as us, so there's literally no point. But what I found very interesting about this room and this girl that was talking, because she was very, very striking in look, and very, very handsome young lady, and I'm not going to lie, that's what drew me to her room. So you get drawn in by this mask. And when she started just obliterating me with abuse, verbal abuse, right? That true self came out. So her actual true person came to the surface. So you must always judge people by their fruits, by their action, not by how they look. That's one thing I took. But another thing is about the spirit that was operating through her recognized something in me, even just from words, and it had to jump on it. And it's funny, and I know I keep saying that, but it's not funny. But there were so many other people in the writing in the room saying things, and she didn't latch on. But every single thing I wrote, she would pause and she would read it. So you can pick up on people's energy even through the internet, just from comments that they write. If you're in a live stream and someone's writing comments, people just get drawn and they just must go through it with a tooth and nail. And she says something like, "Oh, so if you're in a hospital and someone's got a broken arm and someone's got cancer, you're going to say, oh, you're not going to say one is not as bad as the other, how they're both bad." And yeah, they're both bad, but of course cancer's worse. You break a bone in your body, the bone, usually, whether even if it's so bad, they have to put a needle or bar to hold it together. That bone gets calcified, becomes stronger than the original bone that broke. Whereas cancer is essentially like the cell malfunctions and it makes more, it keeps going up, or the body attacks itself, or all these different forms. So your body starts kind of attacking itself from the inside out, and you end up like dying, and it spreads, and then it stops your organs from working and things just break down, blah blah blah. So of course cancer is worse. And even with, when you talk about different mental illnesses, the mental illnesses, they cause different levels of dysfunction in your life. So someone that has OCD, who they always put things in order and make sure they've got the even number of things and they're all made a certain way. Obviously, you can say that is not as bad as someone who is a straight up demonic narcissist who go out their way to dominate, manipulate, kill, steal, and destroy, or mental illness. So you can compare them based on how you're able to live with it, how much dysfunction it brings into your life, and it's actually a disorder. And she was saying to me how, oh, you can't talk because you never had it. And I'm like, yeah, but you have male doctors who are gynecologists who don't have a vagina, but they can be experts on a vagina because they haven't got one. Doesn't mean they can't learn about it and understand it in a way where they can actually do, carry out health checks and surgeries, etc. So that was that. But it's just how our adversary or people that are opposite, she obviously has some kind of possession and is tapped into some forces, and how they yeah, they literally latch on to us, and they just have to get the upper hand. They have to devalue and destroy us, and they just have to do what they do. And today I was actually, I did actually drink quite a bit on over the festive period, which I'm actually trying to quit that. And when you do those things, you always think, oh, have you lost your ability to be, select or chosen or to be empathic or whatever? And you literally just go out on the street and you see the amount of hatred that is directed towards you for not even doing anything. So you know that if you need to see, like, you can start feeling, oh, am I still operating from that spirit and righteous or whatever? Just go outside and see how people treat you. You're going to just be matched with or met with people who want to just literally knock you off your square. They want to just like attack you. Like, we live in a world today where people hate God, like straight up. Like, people hate the Most High. They hate God. They hate anything that's holy, anything that's righteous, anything that stands with light. Yeah, people, they're tapped into all these forces that if you threaten them, you are an absolute threat because you're the opposite of them and you're opposite of their beliefs. They have to just destroy you. So just go outside your house and walk around and see, after Christmas, after this celebratory period, how people treat you, to see that, you're still operating from the right place. You see people bumping into you, trying to get your attention. I had a guy today, he said he wanted to take a picture of me and my dog. I refused. They just see you and they just want you to look at them, like they, get in your way, walk in front of you, all these things. Oh man, so many like incidences, man. It's like, it's I am gonna do at one point, get a camera, a secret camera, and walk around with one. But yeah, we got to build ourselves back in January. It's a new year, so we can keep going on our journey. But yeah, this young lady just attacked me for about 5 minutes or 4 minutes verbally, and then at one point I actually started attacking her back. But then I realized that you can't get anywhere with these people, so I just terminated the conversation. And I just left that room. There's no point getting into argument with these people, giving them negative supply. They're not going to listen to what you say. They're going to take what you say as something to listen to. It's like their feeble minds, they're set on just trying to get supply, destroy us, argue with us, try to bring us down to their level, drag us to hell with them. Nah, man, stay up. Yeah, if you've had a tough festive period, you've now got a couple of weeks to start building back again. Don't worry, we can get there again. Get back into our work, get back into our routines, and we just keep going upwards and onwards, really, and just don't worry about it. Everything's going to be all right. See you later. Bye.